Hi, I'm Sara from sewingmastery.com, and I want to feature some of the highlights for me on the Pfaff Quilt Ambition 630 sewing machine. So this machine is loaded with stitches. It's loaded with accessories for you quilters. It's got the extra space. There's actually 8 inches of space between the needle and the inside of the machine. And one thing that I love is that it has so much light. So if you're sewing on something dark, or you're sewing late at night and your eyes are tired, that's going to make a big difference when you are sewing. If you don't have enough light, you tend to not stay sewing as long. This machine has the built-in scissors or thread snip, so touch the button, it cuts your thread for you. And as always, the Pfaff sewing machine has the built-in IDT. This is an integrated dual feed system that helps work like a walking foot, so you don't have to buy that separately. It's on board. It comes with the machine. And speaking of quilt accessories, there's a free motion quilting foot and a 1/4-inch foot in with this accessories. And by the way, they all hide in a nice little compartment right here, so that's easy to get to and take with you no matter where you go. That was the free arm of the machine. There's over 200 stitches and an alphabet, both uppercase and lowercase. And you probably already know I love decorative stitches. So I'm going to show you lots of new ways that you can use these decorative stitches. Plus, there's a link below this YouTube video on how to make the ultimate stitch book. That is my favorite term for stitching out all the stitches. And speaking of stitching out all your stitches, one thing that I do use, so I don't have to keep my foot on the foot control all the time, is a start-stop button. There's one right here on the front of the machine. You can start your machine, let it stitch a row of those stitches, and not be sitting there all the time with your foot held down. And that means that there's also a speed control. So this will help you if you're sewing with youngsters and they want to sew, but you don't want it to go too fast. Push that all the way down to the bottom and let them use the start-stop button. Trust me, they're going to love it. My daughter, when she was young, lived with the go button and the speed control. And as she got a little bit more confident, she'd bring that up a little at a time. This could also help you if you're learning to free motion quilt. It's almost like having cruise control. So you kind of get used to the machine running at a certain clip, and you can get your hands moving the fabric to match that speed. So there are buttonholes, utility stitches, ways to put designs and combinations in the memory. The touch screen on here is so easy to use. So no matter what you're doing, the machine is going to help you make sure you're set up correctly by telling you like what foot you should have on, what the settings in, and even adjust your tension to get you into the right ballpark for that particular stitch. So those are just some of the highlights I love. This machine does come with a hard case, so if you're looking to need a little protection when you store it away, if it's not out all the time, that's also included with this machine. So let's get started. We have a ton of videos, probably over 45 or so videos to do. We do a short video on every page of the manual. If you're loving the quilts behind me, you'll be able to use those decorative stitches in our Pfaff Stitching Cosmos online course. You can watch 10 of the course videos for free. Once again, check out the links below this YouTube video where you can start to master over 25 different sewing techniques and over 18 presser feet for this machine.